Yeah, it's a great question. And I think, when I think about the answer to the question, I think there's really a difference. And all organizations that have gone through a safe transformation, I think will reflect on this, between the steps you take to implement safe and then the journey you go on to really achieve competency and mastery, which is what we're talking about. And what we're hearing, and we saw this again in the State of Safe survey we ran at the beginning of this year, is we have a lot of organizations doing safe and seeing good results from it. But actually, when we ask organizations, those same organizations, is there opportunity really to kind of supercharge your mastery of lean and agile practices? Almost unanimously, they say yes. So organizations are certainly seeing that there's a bridge that they want to cross. And I almost describe it sometimes as being, we're doing agile to we're really achieving agility. And I think the agile marketing competency is one of those potential, not missing pieces, but areas where organizations, as they followed the safe implementation roadmap, Elizabeth mentioned it, maybe they've been focusing on the development teams, they've been launching arts, doing all this great stuff. Now there's really time to pause and reflect, where else can we start to amplify the benefits we're getting? So I think for some organizations, they might even find that they didn't include marketing in their initial safe implementation. This is a great place to start to now think about, and it can appear in different ways. It could be, like Elizabeth mentioned, a whole agile release train focused around marketing. Maybe there's a agile marketing team embedded in a release train that is organized around a particular product. Maybe there's an agile marketing team that's working more broadly across a portfolio. So even starting to think about how we organize our teams in terms of the marketing teams and how we deploy them is a great thing for organizations to start thinking about. And the new competency is going to give them the ability to think through that challenge very carefully. But the other thing I think that is being brought to bear on organizations today is this incredible emphasis on product first thinking. We've seen a lot of work emerging also from product operating models. A lot of organizations really going back to think deeply about, how do we move from building IT systems to actually building customer-centric products? And if that's really your goal, then you simply can't achieve that without also recognizing that we need to bring all of those that are involved in those activities into the fold. And one of the things in SAFE, of course, one of our core values is alignment. And not only being able to speak the same language, but also having the whole organization working on a similar cadence, being able to understand what the life cycle of a feature looks like, being able to really know when it's the right time to kind of ideate and explore new ideas. I think all of these aspects are opportunities for organizations doing SAFE today to widen the net a little bit and ask themselves, who else inside the product development space would really benefit from being part of this SAFE way of working? And I think, nothing is certain, but some things are more certain than others. They need to involve their marketing teams. It's kind of a must-have. I think the barrier, speaking to you, Andrew, in the past has been, how do we do that? We in SAFE didn't talk much about it at all. Now that we're talking about it, and even this conversation today, I hope is removing that final impediment. It may even be that some people didn't see SAFE as applying to agile marketing. And again, I hope that's kind of a myth that we've dispelled also. So if you're on your SAFE journey, whether it's year 1 or year 5 or 6, if you haven't worked out yet how to bring marketing into that kind of organizing around value picture, I think it's a great time to think about doing it now.